We here? Yeah, yeah. I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoe, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in this room. You're now dealing with Canoe. Yeah, yeah. I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear it. Yeah, yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is another episode of My Thoughts. This is My Thoughts 190, and as the title states, this is Jesus Christ, aka Vissarion. Okay. Vissarion means one who gives life, or one who gives new life, or new life. Okay. Same thing they say about Jesus the Christ. When you come into the belief of Jesus the Christ, because that's all it is, it's a belief, you can accept him in your life. And when you do, you can get baptized, or some people don't really have to have a baptism, and you can be born again. Okay. So that's the same thing as giving a person a new start on life, our fresh perspective, our fresh outlook, a new beginning. The day one for me accepting Jesus to Christ, that's your new life. Okay. That's all this is saying. So I want to share to you again another variation of someone way in Russia. Okay. When the Soviet Union or Russia, however it was, got dissolved, he used to be a police officer. And then in 1990, he had a spiritual awakening. Okay. This man had over somewhere probably from 4 to 10,000 followers at his height. 4,000 people plus live on his land. It's the Church of the Last Testament. Wrote 18 chapters or something of the Last Testament. He created his own doctrine and things like that. So this man believe he's Jesus. He probably know he isn't, but he can trick people with written literature, some that he created as well, and he can take your money and he can do all he want to do with you. Okay, because you don't know the scriptures the way he does. Let's look at the video. I don't own it. It belongs to BBC, and you can go to BBC, subscribe to their channel, and you can watch it in its entirety. This is a fair use act. I just want to show you this video and give my thoughts on it. This is another variation of Jesus the Christ or God. So if you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it won't cost you a fee. Let's get through it.
This is the City of the Sun, home to Vissarion and his Church of the Last Testament. Around 4,000 of his followers live here and in the surrounding villages. Ilyana was just 17 when she met Vissarion in 1995.
Заходите. Короче говоря, когда я просто его увидела, вот эти голубые глаза, у меня просто потекли слезы. Он вот обнимал и улыбался. Я помню, что он вот улыбался, гладил и улыбался. А у меня лились просто слезы.
Before he was Vissarion, he was Sergei Torop,
Before he was Vissarion, he was Sergei Torop. Okay. This is Sergei Torop. Excuse me. Excuse me. This man was a police officer. I guess he did fairly well in life, but he never had 4,000 parishioners. He's never had 4,000 followers. He's never had 4,000 people that he deceived and believing that he was something much more than a peace officer. He's never had 4,000 people who would give him all their earthly possessions and worldly and bodily possessions. He's never had 4,000 people who would kiss the ground that he walks on. This man was nothing in comparison to what he is today. Now he's God. As you've seen when she met him in the gym, he had a very distinctive look. He had a part down the center of his head, and he had his hair flowing down to the side. A depiction that I continuously show you. As long as you look like the dead white man on the cross, or a dead white man in pictorial form, that's been given to us since these stories have came out. They start giving you pictorial depictions of this said character. They always been white. That's why I call him the dead white man on the cross. This is not a knock on nobody. I didn't make up the image. And I tell you what, I got a Bible right here. Give me a second. This is a bicentennial Bible. It just so happened to be sitting here. This wasn't even part of it. This is a bicentennial Bible. Okay. I bought this years ago. This is to commemorate 1776 to 1976. 200 years, bicentennial Bible. This is just a goodie. I want to show y'all this. I do this work. I don't just come on here and just read stuff. You see that? This Bible cost me $200 and something. So I'm going to show you a pictorial form of this Jesus the Christ, because this Bible has pictures. It has all kind of stuff in it. Now, this is a pictorial form of Jesus the Christ. They created it. I didn't write this Bible. I didn't publish it. This is Jesus. See that? So this guy and everybody else on this list is attempting to look like that. That's my point. I'm not trying to drive nothing home that shouldn't be drove home. I'm giving you what I found by way of research. So he's attempting to look like the dead white man on the cross, said to be Jesus. Let's continue. My son had that Bible in here. This is my son's room. I come in here and I do videos because he has it set up more or less like a studio. Okay, let's continue.
Former traffic cop. A few years ago, another BBC documentary crew tried to shed some light on the man many call the teacher.
Are you a guru? Are you the son of God? Are you a reincarnation of Jesus?
Это неинтересный вопрос. На него лучше не отвечать.
He said the question is not interesting, and it is better not to answer it, okay? Because he asked him, was he God, a reincarnation of God, or Jesus? He's already, he understand when you get this far and they start putting cameras in your face, you could perceive that you're already in hot water. Somebody's making a case up on you or something, because cults are not legal. So he's going to say a parable. Again, I told you about simplistic philosophy. He's going to say a parable, which they said the dead white man on the cross named Jesus used to use, and people thought it was so brilliant. Oh, his brilliance is so great that he don't answer straight. He used a parable. Let's look what he said.
Дерево находят по плодам.
The tree is found by its fruit, not by its name. See? So this is the same old mess that Jesus the Christ said. You can tell a tree by the fruit that it bears. You don't have to name it. This is simplistic philosophy. Nothing deep about it. This is nonsense. This is like saying you can see how many inches a person jump when they jump. You don't have to just ask them. Once you see the guy jump, you can give the correct measurements. What? Let's continue.
А не по названию.
И я жила вообще в других, как бы, ну, скажем, состояниях, энергиях, что ли. Я не плакала, то есть я занималась, ну, боевыми искусствами, и у меня не было такого плакать или там что-то.
Он вчера сказал, что от Бога. Вот и сейчас будем проверять, от Бога он или нет.
Я в связи с тем, что вы заявляете о том, что вы являетесь манифестацией.
This is saying people look to be a seminar, some type of question and answer event in an auditorium of some sorts. It's saying if you claiming to be God, the manifestation of Christ, can you tell me what I have in my pocket or something to that nature? The question is, can you read the question that's in my left pocket?
которые сидят,
Let's look at it.
находятся у меня в левом кармане.
То, что мне дано, мне дано.
What has been given to me is a gift,
Но это не значит, что я
but I won't prove it to everyone who wants proof.
должен показывать этого каждому желающему.
Vissarion's
More
church
nonsense.
is based on 18 volumes of the Last Testament that he wrote, principles influenced by Orthodox Christianity with some Buddhist and environmental ideas thrown in. Ilyana was one of the first to travel to Siberia in 1990s to build a new community based on Vissarion's teachings.
Поднялись мы большой бригадой. Это было 8 молодых парней, все были молодые парни. И я готовила еду. Мы были с мужем, я готовила еду, жили все в одной палатке 8 мест. Вот большой такая, как это называется, военная палатка, брезентовая. Поставили печку и пошли в зиму в этой палатке.
Last September, the peace of the community Ilyana had helped set up was shattered by armed FSB agents. As well as Vissarion, the FSB arrested Vladimir Vedernikov, the head of the Church of the Last Testament, and Vadim Redkin, the former pop star and Vissarion's right-hand man. Together, these three men stand accused of extorting money and causing physical or psychological harm to their followers.
That's that. This gentleman was arrested in 2020. It said they still haven't held any trial on him. I'm sure he should get life. I don't know if they would consider the death penalty. I'm not too in tune about Russia, Russian law and things of that nature, or Soviet Union law. I don't care to know any of that type of stuff because I won't be going through no trial or anything over there. This man has contributed to people's death. He has in that last testament that she's talking about, the 18 books that he penned and wrote himself, created. He has a book in there called anti-medical book that's saying you don't have to take care of yourself and things of that nature, to the point of medications. That's what I mean. He didn't say don't take care of yourself. He said your spiritual awakening and your spiritual life should be able to bring you through to your physical ailments. Okay. So this man is in prison for some very harsh things. And I'm sure as it unfolds more and more, this is why the trial hasn't took place. It's almost 5 years later, because more and more shocking and damning and alarming things is going to come out what he's done. He's depleted some of his followers, if not all of them, of all their funds. I mean, just turn it in, okay? Just give me all the money you can get. He's contributed to the death of people who were sick. All they needed was their regular medication, denied them of it. They died there. And I'm sure out of 4,000 people, he's been there since 95, that's 30 years. It's plenty of deaths that either they buried on that property or they swept under the rug, so to speak. So that's my thoughts on the video. This was to show you another variation of this Jesus to Christ. I showed you a depiction inside of a bicentennial Bible marking a 200-year mark, 1776 to 1976. This images that I showed you, they portrayed the dead white man on the cross image, and they took that and ran with it. That's your initial beginning. If you kind of favor or look like them, you can go with that. That's my thoughts on the video. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoe, Connoisseur Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in this room. You're now and then with Canoe. This is what I do. I love to do it. Before I take back what I said, I ask more to it. Thank everybody who subscribed. Thank everybody for your comments. Thank everybody for your concerns. Thank everybody for the negative comments, questions, whatever you may have. It's all welcomed. I respond to them personally. Nobody works my page. It's a small page, but I'm grateful for the people that I do have, because I hope that I give you eye-opening and head-turning information. That's what I'm here for. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it don't cost you a fee. I see y'all Monday. Education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon or a silly religion, pick up some knowledge. This is not to take religion from you. It's to restore what was taken from you at the time religion was given to you, spirituality. Yeah, yeah.